All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachakodash. I'd also like to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone that do well. And I would like to say peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, the hopeful elect in the 1/3. And Lord's, with this lesson will be edifying as well as exhorting to the sincere sheep of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Baha, Rachakodash. And Tawadi, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bashem Rachakodash, for giving me the inspiration to do this lesson. And as the title reads, this movie showed you the black horse. All right. And I just want to do a real quick lesson pertaining to prophecy. But this new movie that came out, Civil War, it had a lot of biblical gems in it. Okay. It had a lot of biblical gems in the movie itself. All right. And it actually took me quite some time to find a picture that I have right here, because I looked on Google. I went on, many different, I put in different wording and nothing came up until I finally, I said, well, let me just look at the trailer, let me go watch the trailer again. And sure enough, it's a quick scene. Now, I don't want to hold this up too long because I have gotten copyrighted before. But right here, this is a t-shirt in the movie, which you only see this about the first couple minutes of the movie. Then she changes it, and then she wears the same shirt the rest of the movie. But this shirt she stops wearing. All right. So this was definitely a plug. Okay. But the shirt, it says Road 2. And it never told you at the bottom what it said because the way they had the camera. But it said Road 2. And then look, there's the black horse. Okay. But right after this scene, not too long later, when they went on their trip, they went to go get gas, and the price of gas, the price of gas in U.S. currency skyrocketed. And when they offered that they had $300, he said the only thing you get with $300 and that's a sandwich. Okay, so this movie showed you the prophecy that we're getting ready to read right here in Revelations, the 6th chapter. Okay, so let's read it and break it down. We might even go into the commentary a little bit, but I just wanted to touch on that. I do have some information as well pertaining to currency, hyperinflate, what happens to a society. So this place is getting ready to get jacked up on all sides. So you have to understand that there is going to be financial woes in the midst of Jacob's trouble. Hence why, this digital savior, which is the MOTB, is going to come in, like dun da da da. I'm here to help. All right. So this is Revelation 6:5. It says, and when he had opened the third seal, all right, meaning this was loosed. So now we can understand it. I heard the beast say, come and see. And I beheld, and lo, a black horse. Okay. Road to the black horse. All right. I actually might even title it that. Road to the black horse. Let's retitle that. Okay. So we're going to go like this. Road to the black horse. All right. So let's go back. Make sure I got that. Okay. So here it is. Road to the black horse. Just like the movie showed you, which it showed a lot. All right. But this is more edification on the visualization of prophecy. Okay. A visualization of prophecy. Because remember, when there's no vision, the people perish. Okay, so let's actually snag that real quick. Just give me a minute. Let's put no vision. Let's see what pops up. Right, Proverbs 29 and 18, where there is no vision, the people perish, but he that keepeth the law, happy is he. So the Lord has given us visualizations of what we're reading. All right. In so much that they're coming out in prophetic movies, and then the Holy Spirit are moving us, and we go, oh, look, that's the black horse. And then this next scene, a ham sandwich, which we don't even eat pork, but a ham sandwich costs you $300. But that's in the scriptures. So it says, and behold, and lo, a black horse, and he that sat on him had a pair of balances in his hand. Now, the first aspect of this black horse going into the pair of balances is speaking about our judgment of slavery. But when you have a balance, okay, judgment is preceded from that. But real quick, let me just show you So if you didn't know, the word balance goes into to join, especially by a yoke. So that first was our judgment of slavery. Okay. So that judgment was slavery. But now there's a judgment that these people have to deal with, and even Jake, hence why it's called Jacob's trouble. But the first aspect going into the pair of balances is going to into our captivity. Okay. But let's keep going on the matter, all right, because Esau's been found weighed, right? He's been found wanted. So his judgment is in the hands of the Lord as well. Now, this is the main point that I want, okay? And it says, and I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts say, a measure of wheat for a penny and 3 measures of barley for a penny. See thou hurt not the oil and the wine. Now, the oil and the wine represent this truth. All right. So the Lord is protecting his word right now. He's preserving his word so that it can go out. All right. But then once it's out and it's pleasing unto the Lord, then he's going to bring in the judgment. This is why it says he revealeth his secrets to the prophets. Just grabbing these real quick for us to understand. Amos 3:7, surely the Lord power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets. So the secrets, all right, are being laid forth. Things that are going on are being explained biblically. Okay. So now we're allowed to break these sayings down to people so they can't say they haven't heard. Now, I want to go into a translation, and I also want to go into the commentary, but check this out. We can use any of these. Let's see, where's the it says NET. It says, then I heard something like a voice from among the 4 living creatures saying, a quart of wheat will cost a day's pay. See that? A quart of wheat will cost a day's pay. Now, right now, people, let's put in, we need the KJV. We need second Esdras. All right. Victuals cheap. The second Esdras 15. Victuals so cheap. All right. Let me get that, which is what? All right. Second Esdras 16. Okay. Right now, this is the mindset of people. Second Esdras 16 and 21. Behold, victuals shall be so good and cheap upon earth. Now, what is a victual? Victual is goods. All right. Let's put in let's put the etymology online dictionary. Oops. Let me see. Hold on. See, I had to restart the computer. All my coined, all my saved bars, all that's all gone. So I got to redo everything. So online etymology. Let's go into the word victual real quick. Victuals, excuse me. Yeah, I need to figure this out. Victual. What is a victual? Victuals are, look, food, nourishment. So now let's take this a step further. So food and nourishment, didn't they just have the $1 burger? Oh, matter of fact, let's grab that matter of fact. All right. Because now everything's going up. So let's put $1 burger or Burger King or Wendy's, whatever one it was. Look, Burger King is offering a week of $1 deals. Okay. $1 deals. Yeah, let's go to news. See? $1. Wendy's, $1. But this is right now. So people think, oh, things are good. I can go to I can get a what is it? Domino's. What is it called? Domino's emergency pizza. Let me see. Let's put that in. There was something, or yeah, see, look at this. Look at this. Domino's emergency pizza. What's up with this? I think it's free too. All right, Domino's emergency pizza is a free 2-topping pizza you can redeem within 30 days of claiming. See, what is a Domino's? Yeah, why? Oh, see, look, for pizza emergencies, like when you burn dinner or spent 2 hours in traffic and don't feel like cooking, because Babylon. So this is Babylon making the people feel like they're okay, by giving you cheap victuals, all right, giving you things for a low price. But what you don't understand is soon these prices are going to skyrocket, okay, just like this movie showed you. Road to the Black Horse. The next scene, when they were driving to DC, they stopped off at a gas station, and what happened? All right, $300 in American currency could only get them a ham sandwich. But guess what? He was accepting Canada's currency, because when a society collapses, the value of the dollar plummets. Okay, so you have to understand, even in the American War, the American Civil War, okay, the currencies were different. All right, it says during the Civil War, both the United States and the Confederate States suspended the use of gold as payment. The term greenbacks was given to the legal tender notes that replaced the gold standard. After the Southern states seceded, they created their own currency. So you have to understand in these end days that currency is going to be playing a major part in the destruction. But see, this is what's going to cause people to lose it, because our mind, okay, isn't worried about the tangible currency. We are going to have the true riches, which is wisdom and knowledge. But people are going to give in to this mark because they want to keep themselves in a comfortable level. Okay, they want to be able to sustain themselves. Proverbs 11:4, riches profit not in the day of wrath. So no matter what these people do pertaining to currency and money, it's not going to deliver them. In actuality, the currency is going to be a snare, which is going to lead people to accepting the mark when society is busting down, because the mark is going to be used as a savior. It's going to have to be used to bring back order. That's what he wants. Okay, riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivered from death. So we're really waiting to see how the mark is going to be implemented. But understand this, that as the days grow closer to the end, you are going to see more issues financially. But going back, 2 Ezra 16:21, behold, victuals shall be so good, cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in a good case. $1 burger, Wendy's, free burger, emergency pizza, things like that, right? And it says, and even then shall evils grow upon earth. So this thing's still happening, though. Okay, there's issues around the world. All right, there's conflicts within. All right, everything's now is going digital. So this change from physical to digital is actually canceling even Babylonians out of a system. It's making you keep chasing this ever-changing system that you need to be upon to survive. Okay, so money is going to play a major aspect in the times of the end. And because look, it says sword, which immediately makes me think of the rumors of war. All right, you got Persia, Amalek, Gog, Babylon, Moab. They're all in the talk right now. All right, I believe Persia just summoned Britain or France, or they're in talk. So war is brewing right now. But right here in Babylon, all the signs are here. Okay, all the signs leading to the end are showing you. All right, and even so much, this movie that's based on biblical prophecy, one in particular scene in the beginning, which this scene is people rioting because they didn't have access to water. Okay, they didn't have access to water, and you had the police controlling a tanker that had water in it. All right, and then an explosion happened, and then you see her shirt. It says Road 2, but it doesn't show you the bottom. But right there's a black horse. So this is the road to the black horse. Hyperinflation, things costing a day's pay. Let's go back to it. Okay, NET. Then I heard something like a voice from among the four living creatures saying, a quart of wheat will cost a day's pay. So what does the average American make a day? You know, I mean, here in New York, I would have to say after taxes, you know, maybe $100, maybe, you know, depending on your job, but roughly, right? Because a lot of times the most you average in Babylon, and depending on the state you're in, could be about like $500. But then now in the movie, what happened? It cost $300 for a ham sandwich, but he accepted Canada's currency. See, so this thing is breaking down. All right, this thing is breaking down. Which came to mind is Zephaniah. I think it's Zephaniah 2:15. This is the rejoicing city. So right now, people act like everything's okay. Well, wait till all that money that you have is gone, or you have to use it for one day. People are going to have to use their life savings soon just to keep up with Babylon, and it's going to keep increasing. This is the rejoicing city that dwell carelessly. So right now, because the victuals are cheap, or were cheap, or sometimes they give you deals. Okay, things are okay. We can afford food. But then I seen one video where it said 40 million Americans don't know where their next meal's coming from. So this thing is happening, man. All right. Now, I was looking up some information. Let's see. Okay, I was going into hyperinflation because right now, what causes hyperinflation? Well, too much money. Too much money in the circle. Okay, there's too much money going around, right? Cash is no longer king. So why are we still printing so much? Cash is no longer king. A majority of payments in Babylon are made through credit and debit. All right. So it's already gone digital. So what's going to be the catalyst that causes the dollar to finally physically collapse? It's going to be through the hyperinflation, through the society, the woes. There's going to be a lot of things added together that are going to bring this place crashing down. Okay. Now I was looking up right here. It says what happens when a society collapses. So when a society collapses, how you still just going to go about and use currency? And then in division, you could have certain states that say we're no longer accepting cash. So we go through this form of payment. So you have to see how the average everyday norm is going to change based on the position of Babylon you're in, according to prophecy. All right. You could still have deep Florida accepting cash, but then be at a higher rate. And then you got other place on the West Coast where they're only accepting digital and the dollar's just in the street. Okay. And then what? The MOTB. Okay. So I'm excited to see how the MOTB is going to be introduced to society. But we do know that it will be made mandatory. And we do know it's going to change the current obligations for payment. All right. Commerce is going to change. Okay. This is the rejoicing city that dwelt carelessly, that said in her heart, I am, and there is none beside me. How is she become a desolation? See? So these people mind, they're not thinking about the desolation. Babylon's always thinking of how it's going to make itself better. How can we build back better? That's what it says in Malachi, doesn't it not? I will build. Let me grab that real quick. Haven't brought that out in a while. Just going to get a few. I'm about to wrap it up. I just enjoyed that movie, and I like the gems that were in it as well. This is Malachi 1:4. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. So he has the mindset that he can build or build back better. Okay, so even during prophecies of this division, of this uprising, of political turmoil, they're going to have the mindset that they need to defeat the opposing party so that they can get in office and that they can bring everything back to what they feel will keep them in a better state. But that's not going to be. All right. It says, thus saith the Lord, because, I could see not every Edomite is going to be down with this new world agenda. Okay. So you're going to have them pushing back like, nah, we don't want that, Mark. Okay. This is why Abraham Lincoln, he was pushing what you call the greenback, and then down south had the grayback. So we can see how, as a society collapses, something has to step up to keep commerce going. Okay, and we know, according to prophecy, the commerce to keep going will be through the mark. But are not Edomites going to be trying? Yeah, there's going to be inflation, hyperinflation, bartering, but it's only going to last so long. Okay, just like going back to the movie Civil War, it was only lasting so long. Okay, so instead of the Canadian dollar, it was really should have been the chip. All right, in the movie, when he said it was $300 for a sandwich, that can only get you a sandwich. You can't get you gas. But then when she said I have Canadian money, the Canadian makes me think about the replacement of the U.S. dollar, and what's that going to be? It's going to be the mark of the beast. All right, so the road to the black horse is going to lead to the mark of the beast. All right, because it's going to make things go up. All right, then the dollar is going to be devalued. So there's going to have to, something's going to have to be stepped in to bring everything back to quote unquote normalcy. It says, return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. Right. Ultimately, they're trying to build their new world order, but the Lord's going to throw that down. Job 5:12, he disappointed the devices of the crafty, so their hands can't perform their enterprise. And he's going to want you to put your hand out to be a part of his enterprise. Right. and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord has indignation forever. So ultimately, this is all going to be for judgment. So this is like a slow plague the Lord's doing. It's the same way the Lord destroyed the economy of Egypt with the plagues. So the economy of Babylon is just being broken down right now, and it's happening on political and financial and economic waves. So it's beautiful to see, and then it's beautiful to see movies showing us these things. So when hyperinflation happens, which that's Rev 6, okay, Rev 6 and what is this? Rev 6 and 6. This is hyperinflation. All right, NET. And it says a quart of wheat will cost a day's pay, and 3 quarts of barley will cost a day's pay. See? And what happens when, and that's called hyperinflation. Matter of fact, let's just see, does the Bible mention aliens, mention just I'm out of curiosity, hyperinflation. Let's see what they say. Let's see. What does the Bible say about inflation? Which inflation is controlled. Okay, the Bible repeatedly condemns dishonest gain, which that's what the dollar is. It's a dishonest gain. It's not even backed by nothing. Real money is backed. Real money is gold. It's silver. Real money is supposed to be weighed. That's why it's called a dollar. A dollar is a measure. A dollar of what? All right, like you say, I got a gallon. A gallon of what? A gallon of gas. A gallon of milk. What do you got? Okay. Well, what's this? Soaring inflation causes fear. Luke 21:11. Let's check that out real quick. Let's see. It might be a translation. So let's see if that's correct. Luke 21, which this is a good chapter. Let's go red letter. And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines and pestilence and fearful sights and great signs shall be from heaven. So hold on. Let's see where they got. Let's see where they get this. Okay, famine. But it said inflation. Y'all are my witness. So famine, but the famines are also going to be because of scarcity, okay? Because pricing is going to go up. So items are going to be cost more, all right? So it's just amazing how you can see how everything's going to play out. So I wonder where they got inflation from, but I'm going through here. I'm not seeing it, so I'm not going to feed into that. But let's go back to my initial point before we go a little too more into this. All right, so that's fine. Let's go back. And it says a quart of wheat will cost a day's pay, and 3 quarts of barley will cost a day's pay. So what's that going to cause? That's going to cause scarcity, which is going to cause famines, because people are going to what? And hyperinflations continue. People hoard perishable goods. So now if a city's cut off, which you really only have about 3 days a supply of food. So now if this city's cut off, the price of milk's going to go up. Eggs are going to go up. All right, because they don't know when the next shipment's going to happen. So people are going to be confused. They're going to have to pay certain prices. Look, it says these daily supplies become scarce and more expensive. See, right? Road to the black horse. And the economy falls apart. People lose their savings as cash loses its value. For that reason, the elderly are often the most vulnerable to hyperinflation. There you go. So we're going to see how this is all going to play out. But he's showing you. He's getting ready to cut off that food and water. Okay? Food and water. So let's end it off, Matthews. All right? But Yahushua said all these things were going to happen. Matthews 24. All right? This is Matthews 24:6. And it says, and ye shall hear of wars and threats of wars. In a different translation, it goes into threats of wars, which we're seeing that now. See that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end's not yet, right? We still need the MOTB and the election being sealed. Adon Ratazah, the elect is sealed, but the election still has to be sealed for the elect 144,000 Israelite men. It says, for nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in divers places. All these are the beginning of sorrow. So we're here. All right, so we're here. So I just wanted to do that quick lesson. There's a lot of information pertaining to the dollar, how it operates with this society, and most importantly, biblically. So biblically, we can see hyperinflation as prophecy, but then we have other prophecies to add to that to see how people are going to be tripping out, lack of bread, all right, storming, invading one another. So it's going to be beautiful how it plays out, but expect in the times to come, this place is going to have a lack of supplies. All right. So I'm gonna leave it there. So I do pray that this lesson was edifying. But just keep praying to Yahweh Shem Shai. All right. That's all we got to do. Remember, even in the wilderness, the Lord brought down manna, and that ultimately represented who? Yahweh Shai. So we have everything we need, so we don't have to worry. Even if the water's off, the Lord's still going to provide for us food, lights. We're all still going to, Yahweh B'Shem Shai has got us. Okay. So, hey, call halal, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, B'Shem Rakakwadash. Double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone that do well. Peace and salutations to the Lord's elect. With that being said, Shalom.